today?
We are headed out of California, and we've been here for a month, and it's been fantastic. We've had a lot of family time, you know, obviously, but we are ready to move on. California has been great. We've done some amazing things, but it is very crowded. It is very expensive, and it is time to go. So, plus I think we're just kind of itching to go because we've been here for a month. So, maybe a little slower pace too. We've done a lot of fun things because the family has been in town and we wanted to keep going, and we're just ready to go.
We've had family here all 4 weeks that we've been here. My parents, and then cousins, and then Lareka's sister and whole family. I mean, at one point there was 19 of us in SeaWorld together.
True.
So, and if you kind of look back there, you'll see my mother-in-law.
Yes.
Lareka's mom is back there waving.
This is our first time towing with somebody in the car. So she got to see us do all of our things to get the rig prepared and get out of a tight RV park. It was a good RV park for us because we mainly parked there and slept there. We didn't spend a whole lot of time in the park. Southern Cal doesn't really a whole lot of room. We paid for a premium spot, and it was still pretty tight, which Kevin went over in past videos. But we didn't spend a whole lot of time there, and we were okay with that. That was kind of the plan anyway. So it was good for us, but let me tell you, it was tricky getting in, and we were a little worried about getting out, but it all worked out. We are now headed on the road, excited to start our new venture.
We are driving to just north of Salt Lake City. One more family trip. Lareka's brother lives just north of Salt Lake City. So we kind of toured our first trip up in that area. We're going to hang out there for 3 weeks, see our nieces and nephews, do some of their school functions and things like that.
Really like Utah, so we wanted to do it anyway.
We're not going to be anywhere near Moab or anything like that.
No,
that'll have to be on a
time.
new trip. This is going to be north Salt Lake area and everything else, but it'll be good. Link system legs look like this. Do you want them to look like this? And we are an RV SnapPad affiliate, so use our discount code down below for 10% off your order.
Kevin and Lareka went full-time before us, and they were in Escondido since the beginning of July. They had a bunch of family down there. They got other things they normally do. Diane and I hooked up with them 2 weeks ago. We were lucky we had side-by-side spots, so it was pretty cool. Did a lot of trips to the beach, hung out at a resort with their family a couple days, went to SeaWorld. My daughter and granddaughters and son-in-law came up to visit for a few days and hung out with us. It was pretty fun. Diane got her granddaughter fix. And now we're on like I said, we're on our way up to just an overnighter in Mesquite, Nevada, on our way up to Utah, where we're going to spend probably, I think, 20 days. And what you see in front of me is Kevin. He's leading the way up I-15. We're able to jump on the I-15 in Escondido, and we're going to take it all the way up to our next stop in Mesquite. And he's running point today. So that's my view for the next 5 or 6 hours.
We're going to stop at Mesquite this afternoon, and
not looking forward to that, only because it's showing of 110, 111, and we have not been in any extreme heat. So that should be interesting because our basically our rig is going to heat up like a toaster. We'll have to get it cool, but we plan on just getting in, cooling it down. We'll go grab some dinner and make ourselves busy until the rig cools down.
The only time we've been in really hot weather in the RV was back in April. Lareka and I took a weekend trip to Laughlin, Nevada, and it was April, and for some reason it got over 100 degrees. We haven't shown you guys that video yet. Probably get that out to you guys here soon.
So at some point.
Yeah, once we went full-time, that was our last shakedown trip before we went full-time. And ever since we went full-time, we just had wanted to keep you guys up to date on the full-time stuff. But we'll show you the Laughlin video here sometime in the next couple months, I'm sure. But that wasn't very nice to be spending 3 days in an RV in 105 degrees outside. So we're not looking forward to this one night, but the plan is, like Lareka said, just kick on the air conditioning and leave. Margie, Lareka's mom, she was actually our first house guest as well in the RV. So for the last week, we've had Lareka's mother staying with us here in the RV. And as you can see, with the couch pulled out into a bed, there is still plenty of room in here for walking around, sitting on the chairs, watching TV, even access to the desk and everything else. I always was joking around with people and they say, how many people does your RV sleep? And I would always say 2, because I just was me and Lareka. But in reality, we can't fit a couple more people in here. She slept on the pull-out. You were the first one. How did that feel?
Pull-out was great. Got a lot of nice sleep.
Got a lot of nice sleep. Lareka did buy about a 4-inch mattress topper for it to make it a little bit more comfortable than just the thin padding. But Grandma says it was nice and comfortable, so
I think we were impressed with the space as well.
Yes.
Like, I kept thinking we weren't going to have any space to walk, but I think now back when we looked at our rig, that was if you didn't do the desk option and you did the 2 sofas, then there was a very narrow space. But I think we got along well in the RV. We didn't spend a ton of time, but just doing the bathrooms and, getting our stuff ready for the beach or SeaWorld or whatever it was, I think we all did well. We had a system, and so I think it was good.
And she's pretty easy. She's actually
very easygoing.
She's actually the best mother-in-law I've ever had. So we're good with that. But yeah, we're just gonna have a nice little drive. GPS is showing 5 hours and 12 minutes, so we're looking forward to it.
We'll take it. Our last drive was 9 hours.
Yes, and the nice part about this, actually from Escondido RV Park where we are, all the way up to the RV park just north of Salt Lake where we're going in Utah, it's the 15 straight shot, don't ever get off. And then when we're stopping in Mesquite, it's right off the 15 as well. So we really have no worries about getting lost or anything like that. We're on Interstate 15 for the next 12 hours, so we're good.
So it's also, just side note, it's also our first road tripping day with Chris and Diane being full time. So we are taking lead today, so they are behind us. And we are just going to take our time and get to where we need to be, slow and steady. We're not in a hurry.
Yep.
So
that's usually my driving limit, 64, 65, and that's it. I know I've talked to some people. There were some older folks at the last RV park we were at, and their big thing was kick it on 75 and go. And I'm like, not even a little bit. I don't know why you would want to be pulling a 17,000 pound RV at 75 miles an hour, but
we're also new.
Yes.
Still, too. So, slow and steady, safe. That's all I care about.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's where we're at. All right, let's get into it.
We'll talk to you guys.
Lunches, snacks, we got it all going on. So, we should be good.
Yep. Sun Resorts here in Mesquite. It's about 102 degrees. We're only staying one night. We're going to just do power. I got some water in the tanks, so I don't have to deal with hoses or anything like that. I'm going to hook up the power, get the ACs going, and then we're going over to one of the casinos for dinner.
We just left Mesquite, Nevada. We spent the night over in Sun Resort. It actually was a pretty nice little resort. It was kind of hard to find. It was tucked away by a Smith's grocery store of all things. But it was pretty clean and nice. I didn't go into the bathrooms or see any of that stuff.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, community bathroom they're singles where you have a toilet, a sink, and a shower. They're spacious, tiled. They were clean. The sites were level, which was really nice. We leveled out real fast. And what's really cool for someone like me who does all the outside stuff is that there were 2 choices at each site to put your water, sewer, and power. One at the front of the site and one towards the back of the site. So you could have run your pipes either way, which keeps you from having to run long distances.
Yeah, and then there was the casinos across the way. We went to Lareka, and we ate dinner there.
It wasn't cafeteria style food.
Yeah, it was really good. Everybody enjoyed their food.
Yeah, everybody had something different, and everybody loved what they had. It was good, and it was a good selection of food.
And so now we're off to Layton, Utah, which I've never been there.
Never been to Layton. Gonna hang out with some of Lareka's family while we're there. Just go check out some sites, go to a lake or so, have fun.
Alrighty, we are on the second leg of our 2-day trip from Southern California to the Salt Lake City area, Layton, Utah. We'll see you when we get to the RV park. And we're here. Truck right now. First day here in Layton, Utah. I'm all by myself. I had to go get a haircut, getting a little scraggly, so I got that all cleaned up. And then I went to the chiropractor. You know, after a few days of driving and all those years of work, I need to keep up on my chiropractor and keep my back in shape. So I actually have joined the Joint Chiropractic, something I did back at home before we left, and it's great. So far, every place we've been, there's been a Joint Chiropractic close enough. It's great because they have your file, and I found a Joint Chiropractic in any town I've been to. So I'm not sponsored or anything like that. I just believe in it. I believe in chiropractic care, and you definitely have to take care of yourself when you're on the road. So something to think about.
Hello. So tonight we're actually in Utah visiting my brother and his family. And we are having a treat tonight because it is beautiful. It's been, what has it been about? In the 90s, right? The high 90s when we got here. We got here yesterday, so we haven't even been here that long. But anyway, it's a little warm in the day, but beautiful. It cools off at night and in the morning. But today it started getting cloudy and just a light rain, but you kind of have like these clouds, but then the sun coming out. It just looks magnificent. So anyway, my nephew is having his football practice, and we decided to come with my brother and check it out. And it's just a beautiful night. We're sitting out here on the lawn watching them, and it's been amazing. We had a good family dinner, and anyway, there's a pretty rainbow coming out too. I don't know if you can catch it, but
We'll try.
So anyway, that's what we're doing.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.